plan he had to blow up to spawn, and I'm pretty sure he had not even made it yet until I had been on the server for a bit. And then, after I got all of my gear, I made some potions. I made a signal all of my gear for when to. I made some potions, make the wizards spawn. I made a signal killing me. I went under the courthouse, and when he said the signal, I spawned it, and we got banned.
Okay, so you did spawn the wither.
I did.
Okay.
I take full responsibility for that.
Awesome.
And Your Honor, I would like to know who he feels is liable for the crimes. It's maybe like, should it be 50-50 for each defendant, or is he less liable than Derpo, or how does that break down?
That's a good question. I'll allow it. So yeah, what are your, who kind of came up with the idea, how much of it was your idea versus his?
Derpo was the one who originally came up with the idea, but I didn't oppose it at all.
Okay. Would you say that it's an even 50-50 for liability, or who do you think is more at fault for it?
I'd say probably 50-50, maybe a tiny bit of Derpo, but
Okay.
I committed the crime as well, so
Okay.
pretty much 50-50.
Understandable. Are there any further questions for Derpo?
None from the plaintiffs, Your Honor, other than, what do you have to say for yourself? Is Mr. O'Lee present?
I'll take that as a no. Okay.
All right, then I move we continue with the damages.
That sounds like a great idea. Please give me one just quick second to pull up the sheet so that way everyone can see it. Oh, where is the sheet? Is it in plaintiff chat?
Yeah, scroll up a little bit. There should be a link.
There it is. Okay.
Your Honor, are you Anonymous Mink?
No.
Okay, that must be someone else.
Is that person typing?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's me then. I don't know why
Okay.
it shows me as
You're Anonymous Mink.
Okay.
All right, so let me just give you a brief rundown of the spreadsheet here. Here, intro tab, we have all of our proposed compensation rates just to keep it consistent between all the different damages. We already went through everything to Emerald, but I added for one stack of low value items, medium value items, and high value items. Also, Enchanted Book, Totem of Undying, and Wither Skull. So we can go over those in a minute, and if you approve of those rates. If you flip over to the payout tab, this has a list of all the, first of all, up in the top left is defendant's liability, and this is where you will rule if each defendant is liable, and if so, what % of liability do they hold. And I propose that that will directly determine how much in damages they owe to the plaintiffs. Under that, we have plaintiffs' damages, and this is just a list of all the plaintiffs and the total diamonds in damages that they are owed by the defendants, allegedly, and then their share in percentage. And I'm hoping that, since I'm assuming the defendants will not be able to pay all the damages at once, we'll have to get a couple different smaller payments, and in that case, each payment will be proportionally distributed to all the plaintiffs based on their percentage of the damages. That's my proposal. Are you ready to flip to each individual plaintiff?
Yes, let's go ahead and flip through.
Okay. I'm under Chilaxid now.
Do I still need to be here? So, like, more stuff you need me to say, 'cause it is 3 a.m. for me.
We can send you back to the audience if you'd like.
I just want to know if there's going to be more later, or if I can just...
Well,
you can...
I mean, earlier we were curious if you had anything else to say as far as the crime goes to the plaintiffs.
Hello?
No further questions then?
Okay. Then yeah, you're welcome to drop off if you want. It's being recorded like we've mentioned. So if you want to watch more of it later, you can. But I think that that's basically it.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So tried to keep it consistent for all the plaintiffs. We don't want to... We want this to be fair, Your Honor. We don't want to
compensation
double dip
rates right now, actually.
Okay.
I just wanted to check it and make sure I did still agree with it.
Of course.
Yeah, I think that that's understandable.
Of course, low value, medium value, high value is subjective, but you know, we did the best we could with that.
How many? Yeah, I think that that's good. So we can go to Chilaxin first.
Oh, also I want to point out that the enchanted tool weapon, the 2 diamonds there, that is in addition to the base value of the tool or weapon. For example, if you had an enchanted sword, it would be 2 diamonds for the sword plus 2 diamonds for the enchantment.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Okay, you want to move to Chilaxin?
Yeah, let's go ahead and move to Chilaxin.
Alright, so Chilaxin told me they had about 10 hours of work during the blip that they lost, plus pain and suffering. This one's pretty straightforward.
Okay. So this is... So I guess I want to clarify, are these damages that are directly incurred by Derpo and Oil, or are these damages from the rollback?
These are damages due to the blip, which we argue was directly caused by the defendants.
What is the blip?
The blip is the around 18 hours that were lost due to the server rollback.
Oh, okay. So that is the rollback. Understood.
That's correct.
Okay.
And in each of these, I just have however many hours it was multiplied by our compensation rate for 1 lost hour of work.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to move on to geek.
Yeah.
Alright, all these tools, these are just base value of each of them plus the enchant. 4 hours of lost work, and I assume that we can group mental trauma, psychological scarring, and grief all into just one for pain and suffering.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Alright, Lemon?
If anyone in the audience has anything that they'd like to speak up and say while we're going through this, please feel free to request.
So Lemon was one of the 2 people actually killed by the wither attacks.
Okay.
I think he might have directly been killed by Derpo, but I don't remember which. Because there were 2 deaths. One of them was Derpo killed them directly, and the other one was they were killed by a wither. Either way, it's a wrongful death, and it's the same compensation rate.
Yes.
Harassment was grouped into pain and suffering. Don't need to double dip on that. And Lemon also claimed severe damage to the roads, which I categorized under severe property damage.
Okay.
Moving on to Makahala.
Mm-hmm.
Hers was more not as straightforward because she claimed an entire gazebo and a bridge to connect my bases as damages, but then later she told me she built them during the blip and it took her about 3 hours, so I assumed that to compensate her for both the lost time and the 2 builds would be double dipping.
I would agree. I'd say that that's double dipping.
Okay, in that case, I just propose we compensate her for the 3 lost hours of work.
Yeah, but we'll still compensate her for pain, suffering, whatever happiness she got from this tragic case, and then I believe...
So, I categorized 1 stack of quartz as a stack of high-value items, which we have is at 5 diamonds each.
That's fine with me. I'd say that that's high value.
Alright, moving on to me.
Okay.
I lost 4 hours of work during the blip, obviously pain and suffering. There was quite severe damage to the courthouse, only light damage to the church. 1 wrongful death, which... okay, so yeah, this is my argument for that. During the attacks, Derpo was on trial for a separate incident in which he killed me, and the wither attacks caused such chaos that the trial was canceled and I never got justice for the murder, so I was hoping we could just roll it in as a wrongful death.
I am only okay to allow this if that means you will be completely dropping the charges and will be closing out server v unknown error. I assume that's where it's
Well,
from.
this is separate from server v unknown error because she committed other crimes. This is just against Derpo.
This is just against Derpo?
That's correct.
I don't see a court case for that.
It was server v Derpo and unknown error, but the Derpo side of the case was dropped by the Attorney General when he was emergency banned.
Okay. That is... I'll bring the Attorney General in and invite her to speak if she wants to make a comment on that, how she feels. We shall see. Hello, Attorney General.
You're muted.
She's setting up her mic. Give her a second.
Okay. I'll mention that other than that, I don't have any issues on this specifically. I think 4 hours lost work, pain, and suffering.
Hello.
Hey, there you are.
Hello, Your Honor and members of the court. I don't think that death by Derpo should be counted towards the total.
Okay.
I dropped that case, so it does not relate to this case, and I don't.
Well, I'm okay with not including it in the damages if I will get compensation for it in another case, which it should still be.
Compensation in terms of justice, or compensation in terms of you want money because you're Mr. Krabs?
Well, I won't deny the second half, but also, aside from just my own greed, I also think that Derpo should be punished for killing a player. We can't let that slide just because he did another massive crime right after.
I don't want to open another criminal case against him purely because we already had the one that got closed. We have the civil case, and we're going to have another criminal case, I guess, about the unbanning. So I really don't.
Perhaps a compromise where I get paid for half of the rate of the going rate for wrongful death.
I don't like it, but it's up to Your Honor, so.
With the case of, I think that within the case of unbanning him, you're going to be receiving the, there's going to be justice in that regard, because I feel like that will be...
This was a completely separate incident from the Wither attacks, though. My understanding is the upcoming criminal case is only covering the Wither attacks.
I just have a hard time having cases against players who are banned, which this case has almost become ridiculous because the players are banned. So it's like, why are we even having this? But I don't want to charge Derpo with anything else because he's not part of this server anymore. But once again, up to Your Honor.
I will say, I think the reason why we're charging him with the upcoming thing, if that swag thing passes, is because he might not be banned indefinitely.
I was gonna say maybe a contingency if he is ever unbanned, then Madam Attorney General can bring those charges again.
Yeah, absolutely. If he's ever unbanned at any point, I will absolutely bring that back up. But just for the fact that he is banned currently, it's like I feel like it's pointless.
That's satisfactory to me.
Okay. We will remove this then.
Thank you.
I would also like 6 hours of work for leading the class action lawsuit and making the spreadsheet, which actually took a while.
I would.
I mean, you saw the payout tab, right?
I mean, yes, I did see the payout tab. Except part of it isn't working.
What's that? Which part?
Oh, defendant payments. Oh, I see what that is. Never mind. I mean, I don't believe it's the same as an hour of lost work, so I'd like to pay you at half that rate.
That seems fair.
Yeah. So.
All right, let's move on to Potato. Potato was one of the ones that was killed in the Wither attack, so she has 1 wrongful death, 4 hours of lost work, of course, pain and suffering, and then all these tools and items.
Okay.
Everything's priced normally except stack of baked potatoes I priced at low value stack of rockets is medium value, and stack of torches is low value.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, that's all the same thing, and yeah. Okay, that's fine with me.
Alright, Slammy, Very detailed list of items. I'm not quite sure if... I think some of these are items that were stolen by error or not error, by Derpo in a separate incident before the attacks, but we're not exactly sure when that happened.
Okay.
I think the Attorney General has more information on that.
Okay. I will invite her to come back up then. But until she does, I see... Okay, I see what you're doing here. So you're taking the units and doing that pretty simply.
That's correct.
I would... Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Oh, hey, Victoria.
All attack. A lot of it.
Is she choppy for anyone else?
Yeah, she's cutting in and out.
Sorry.
Hey.
Mike.
Meanwhile, do we want to go over someone else while she's setting up her mic?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's do towel. Some tools, emeralds, totem. I put baked potatoes as a low value stack, 6 hours lost work, and pain and suffering.
That's fine with me.
Alright, moving on to Bash. Bash and Cube were probably the most affected by the blip. Bash had claimed 14 hours lost work, pain and suffering, 2 totems, and 3 stacks of traded diamonds. I think the traded designation is important here because I don't necessarily see that as valuable as diamonds they got from somewhere else. So I put it as I priced it as emeralds instead because it costs 1 emerald to trade for 1 diamond.
So my understanding is that Bash was granted the creative mode.
That's correct, after the blip.
Yeah, I think that we discussed reducing the rate for creative mode because it was it's a bit easier to rebuild in than in survival mode. So
the 14 hours lost work don't include the 3 hours they had in creative on Sunday. It's just the 14 hours on Saturday.
Okay. I see what you're saying. So this isn't the time that they've actually been rebuilding. It's
yeah, that's correct. They won't be compensated for the time spent in creative.
okay.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's better. All right, let's go back to Slammy.
There we go.
I was just going to say the list of Slammies is pretty much everything that was stolen from him. It's in the other document that I sent a long time ago, wherever that is.
Okay.
So when did this happen in relation to the Wither attack?
It was before. It wasn't after, obviously. But anything they gathered before could have been used to. It's speculation, but probably used to help them gather materials for the attack.
So in this case, if criminal charges were to be brought against Derpo if he's ever unbanned, then if Slammy gets damages for the stolen items here, then they shouldn't be included in the criminal case.
Correct. Yes. The only reason I'm including these damages here with Slammy and not like your wrongful death is because they could be directly related. We don't know, but they could be related. So the fact that he stole the items before the attack could, mean they were for the attack.
I'm okay to keep this as it is then.
Okay, so I just kind of went through and gunpowder was medium value. I think iron's medium value. Golden apples are high value, but of course there's only 2. Yeah. So it's 2 divided by 64 to find the value. Enchanted Book, that's its own rate. Pork chop is low value, sugarcane low value, oak log low value, log low value. Emerald blocks are priced the same as normal emeralds, just, you know, times 9.
Yeah.
Antimembrane, I think I put that as high value. Let me check.
I would agree that that's high.
20. Okay, I put that as medium value, but we can change that to high value if that's what you want.
Yeah, we'll change it to high value. I got you.
Okay. Rockets medium value. Oak planks. This is slightly different. I wanted to be sure this was consistent with the oak logs, so this is just that rate divided by 4.
Okay, that's fine with me.
And ender pearls are medium value.
Okay. I do. Okay, are we done with Slammy then?
I think that's all.
Okay. I want
Moving on to. Oh, sorry.
Well, I want to go back, and I'm noticing that people aren't really differentiating hours of lost work, and hours, of rebuilding. So I actually don't see a single person that has listed, like, this person even confesses that it includes the building.
Which person is that?
This is Makahala.
Oh, yeah. So this is, I actually added that includes building, gazebo, and bridges. That's just because we're only counting this row and not the actual gazebo and bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because we don't want the double dip. But the way I see it,
my main issue is that I think that there needs to be a differentiation drawn here between hours of lost work and hours that were spent rebuilding the damages that were done. I don't have an issue paying those out both of those out if we want to, but if that's the case.
Well, the way I see it is, like, say you spent 3 hours building something during the blip, and then on Sunday, you or someone helping you spent 3 hours rebuilding it again.
Mm-hmm.
You could either be paid for the 3 hours during the blip or the 3 hours rebuilding on Sunday, but not both. The way I see it, it's the same as long as you only count one and not both.
I think that it might be better to maybe, because I don't think that it's tough. On one hand, I see your.
So
on one hand, I see your
something
point,
like,
but my counterpoint.
If you build something in
is...
Minecraft without the blip, it's you still would have spent one amount of time building it. But if you spent 2 amounts of time building it, then you should get paid for one of those 2. Whether that pay is for rebuilding it later or for building it the first time, it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, I see that argument. I also see that there's an argument to be made, though, that if the person lost it and then had to spend time going through and redoing it specifically because of this issue, I could see why it would make sense to pay for them both. Because there's probably some people that have just lost that amount of work and then aren't rebuilding. They shouldn't be compensated as much as people that lost things and took the time to rebuild it.
Okay. I do kind of see that. It would just be a little bit of an issue to go back and ask every plaintiff, even if they can remember or not, if it's for rebuilding or just for lost hours on Saturday.
Yeah. Just something to keep in mind for next time. So.
I should hope not. Cycly just claimed pain and suffering.
Okay.
Toria lost 3 wither skulls, which we have a special compensation rate for that, 16 diamonds each.
Okay.
2 lost hours of time, 6 extra hours she had to spend online due to the situation. I think that's because of she had to watch the QBs in creative mode.
Okay. So the beacon?
I wasn't sure. She said lost beacon I made after Wither fight, unrelated to Withers at courthouse. This was earlier. So maybe she can come on and clarify what she means by that.
Yeah, I'll invite her to speak, but other than that, I think that this is fairly reasonable, because I think 5 and 7 are the same as well.
That was my interpretation.
Yeah.
Should we let Madame Attorney General on?
Yeah, I've invited her to speak if she would like to. Which she might be doing something, so that's okay.
While we're waiting, we can move on to Error.
Yeah, that's fine.
Error just had pain and suffering. I don't
Okay.
think she mentioned anything else.
It's fine with
But
me.
that was because she felt betrayed by her friends who told her that they weren't going to do anything even after she warned them about the rules, and then they did anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Cube, similar to Bash. Cube had pain and suffering, 14 hours of work. Traded diamonds, which I put as the same price as emeralds. Absolute horror, I included into pain. Did not compensate him for the 3 hours spent in creative. I wasn't sure about the Nether Star though, because I think one of the Withers dropped a Nether Star, and I think he was planning to keep it, but then the blip erased it.
Okay.
Oh wait, can we do that? Because I also had one.
Yeah. Don't say
Your
why
Honor.
not.
Can I go
should
edit
we
mine
add
really
one
quick
Nether
then?
Star to Lucky? Yeah, I'll do it for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have a rate for Nether Star.
I would say that's high value item.
Priced the same at 64 high value item. I think it should have its own
Okay.
rate. I don't know. Maybe 16 well, one Wither Skull is 16 diamonds. I don't want to say 48 diamond, but I mean, that's consistent with our Wither Skull compensation rate.
Did y'all need me for something? I saw someone invited me. I was AFK.
Oh, yeah, we had a question about your damages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, let me pull that back up. It is right there. There we go. What's with the lost beacon? Is that something you want to be compensated for?
I mean, it's something I got. I don't understand the question. During the blip that all got erased, I went and found 3 Wither Skulls, which was annoying, and then I fought a Wither, which was annoying, and then I built a beacon, an entire stack of things, which was annoying.
Oh, I see. You're saying
But I didn't get to do that
Okay.
again. I had to go do that all again. So that was lost time building and fighting and stuff.
In that case,
Okay.
it's pretty clear that she should be compensated for that.
Yeah.
I think a beacon should be priced the same as a Nether Star, because it's like
It's the
Just
same
glass
thing.
and obsidian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Say.
if we're keeping Wither Skulls at 16 diamonds each, then a Nether Star would be 48 diamonds.
I.
We could bring down Wither Skulls. I don't know if 16 is high or not.
I think 16's fine for Wither Skulls, but well, I guess the 16 includes how difficult they are to find them. So yeah, I'd be fine with 16 times 3.
It took like 2 hours to find 3. Maybe a little less, but
Yeah, but that's
Well,
16
that
for
brings up
each skull you
because
got.
Toria already has 2 hours of lost time in compensation, so is that double dipping?
is that 2 hours from the same thing? I don't remember what I listed.
You said around 2 hours, 2 lost hours of time, and then you said around 6 extra hours spent online.
Yeah, I think the 2 hours was me getting the beacon and stuff, so that's double dipping. So
I would say
in that
that
case,
the Wither
maybe we
Skulls pay out more and will default to paying more. So
yeah, I was gonna say she should be compensated for the beacon instead of the 2 hours.
yeah,
that's fine.
Let's do that. Multiply that by 3. Bro, you gotta get on your Excel game. Gotta do named ranges.
Named ranges? Nah.
Yeah.
So in that case, we're just... Who else had another star? It was Cube and Lucky. So I'm gonna add that same rate to Cube's.
You can just type nether underscore skull and it'll pop up. Or nether underscore star.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm telling you, named ranges, you can actually understand your formulas.
Crazy, man.
Okay.
Okay, we were at Cube.
So let's go to Cube. Thank you, Victoria.
I just added the 48 for the Nether Star.
Okay, perfect.
And Lucky... She said 10 hours of lost work, pain and suffering, Nether Star. I included emotional damages in pain and suffering. I think the redecorating the judges' chambers was... It's already included in the 10 hours of lost work.
Yeah. Totem of Undying, that's a payout. 4.
And I think the bamboo farm is also part of the 10 hours.
Okay. I would be willing... I think that farm restoration is a bit difficult to do. More so than just normal time lost.
It's hard to tell if that reasoning is consistent with the other plaintiffs. I'm not exactly sure.
That's fair, because it's hard to tell. I think... One, I think that this Excel sheet's going to be a template for future class action suits. But 2...
Let's hope it's the last.
Well, yes, but... Either way, I think that maybe in the future we'll add farms. And I think that we can compensate higher for lost farms, but... For now, we will leave it as is.
Okay, so at the bottom of every tab is the total of diamonds, and that shows up on the payout tab.
Yes.
So right now we're up to, in total, 1,594 diamonds and damages, and that is going to be split somehow between the defendants based on their liability.
Yes, so it sounds like that, according to them, he's basically taking mostly full responsibility. I would say that it kind of sounds like it's 55-45 because he came up with the idea. If that's okay with you guys, it's kind of what I want to make it.
Your honor.
Okay. 55% and 45%. So I know that changes the numbers a little bit, but
We are, I can speak for all 14 of the plaintiffs that we are satisfied with this ruling.
okay. That is good to hear. Is there anyone else that would like to make a plea to the court based on these um, damages numbers that we've come up with? If so, you can request to speak now.
While we're waiting on that, we also need to discuss how the defendants will be compensating us. You know, they're both banned right now, so I assume we can, the server can seize some of Derpo's diamonds that he had in his ender chest and storage, but I don't think Presto had any. And then we have to deal with the issue of allegedly Derpo had 5 or 6 double chests of items in his house, but it's not entirely clear if he owned all of it or just some of it.
Okay.
And would that be...
So
would all those items have to be priced by diamond value in order to be included in the damages, or could we seize them separately?
I think that they would have to be converted to a diamond value, but my plan for compensation, which if anyone in the audience opposes, you're more than welcome to request to speak as well. My plan, though, is that the defendant or the plaintiffs will be compensated from the server based on the total amount that's owed from you. And then Presto and TBDerpo's items will be seized by the server. They'll be given access to their items if they are allowed back online at any point. And if they are, they will then be paying the server back in kind of the moderators, to be honest, the diamonds. So they'll still have to work off their debt, but this way the plaintiffs are paid even if we decide that we will not unban them.
Your Honor, unlore actually for a minute. In real life, courts never pay the damages. It all comes from the defendant, and the reason for that is half of the reason for the damages is to, some compensation to the victims, but it's also to punish the defendants for that. So I think maybe in order to keep that motivation for all of us to want for the defendants to come on and actually work and get the diamonds to pay us, I think my personal stance, I can't speak for all 14, but my personal stance is that we seize Derpo's items now, and then later he can pay off the difference.
I mean, his items are being seized.
It just feels unlore. It just feels weird to, I don't know, spawn in all those diamonds. It just doesn't feel as satisfying, to not get them from the defendants.
I think that if they're banned, you're going to have an issue getting them from the defendants because they can't get them. And so I understand that might be how real life courts work, but you can't just, unless you murder them, you can't ban them from life and a job. So, because even if they're in jail, they have the ability to make some money. So
I just want to be sure if they ever are unbanned, they would be held to this, and they would still have to make the diamonds to stay unbanned.
Yes, I do believe that would be the case, and they would be turning the diamonds into one of the moderators, Slammy, Toria,
be destroyed,
or myself, and yes, we would be destroying them.
That would be funny to watch.
We would basically be throwing them in a fire pit. We would probably hold off on it until they and destroy them in a big spectacle.
So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I heard from, I think Error said at one point that Derpo heard what the damages were gonna. It was like 1,400 at the time, and he heard about it, and he said something like, "Oh, that's no big deal. I could make that super quick, but I still don't want to." So I just want to be on the record that it is a reasonable request because the defendant has said himself that it would be easy for him to make this much diamonds.
Understood. It is a reasonable request. I think that one of the things, it's just going to be the issue of, is he going to be allowed back online? And we can make his ban contingent on earning back all these diamonds, but I still think it's a good idea to give you guys the diamonds and have the defendants work through the court system and repay the court system for the damages lost, and we'll just destroy them.
You are, Your Honor, and I don't want to argue against the interest of my fellow plaintiffs, so I'm not going to stand in the way, but I just want to go on record that it feels weird to spawn in all these diamonds.
Does anyone else feel like that? Keeping in mind that you will not be... I don't plan on giving you guys access to just be able to raid his stuff and take whatever you want and assign a diamond value. I expect it to be paid in diamonds to you guys.
Okay, so you're saying we won't be able to take any of his items except for the diamonds he already has, correct?
Correct. And he'll be forced to mine diamonds in order to pay off this debt. So, okay. Well, I don't see any opposition. Recycler said she had another star. Did we add her? Is she there?
I thought Cycly was in class.
Cycly is currently listening, and Cycly would like it to be known that she also had another star. So
I guess that makes sense because there were 3.
yeah. Okay, so Cycly also feels like that they shouldn't be spawned in.
I would like, if she's able, I would like her to come on and explain that position.
Okay, Toria also agrees. So we won't spawn them in.
But I would hope that if the defendants are ever unbanned, they could have like a probation period of a week or 2 where they have to make the diamonds by that time or else they'll be banned again.
Probably wouldn't be as short as a week, but I believe that is a reasonable request of a probationary period.
Of course, I think that will be decided by the upcoming criminal case, and I know you don't necessarily have jurisdiction over that, but
that's true.
Hopefully whoever does will go over this case and remember what we said.
Yeah. So.
TBDerpo said that's cheap for him and would take 2.3 hours of his life to do, but still refuses to do so.
Okay.
Separate from all this, I just want it to be on the record that Derpo still seems like he doesn't have any remorse or understanding that what he did was wrong. He's just kind of victimizing himself.
Understood. That'll probably be more important in the criminal case, but I think honestly I'm of the position that this is a satisfactory ending. The payment plan will be that they'll pay. I think I still want them to pay one of the moderators so we can track the amount that's coming in and out of TBDerpo's and Oil's wage garnishments. But
that sounds acceptable to us.
We will be
perhaps not by one of the moderators, maybe it should be you because you're the only moderator, not a plaintiff.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I guess they'll all come through me then. We'll divvy them out as we receive them first based on percentage and then see how it goes. But
Sorry, one more small thing. The way this payment thing works is you put in a payment amount, and then like it'll be evenly distributed, but then here at the bottom, it's the remainder of diamonds that can't be evenly distributed. So what should we do with that?
I mean, let me pull up the sheet to make sure I'm not speaking too idiotically.
I was thinking it could be rolled over and it could be held by the moderator until the next payment and then evenly distributed with all that.
I mean, once they hit the amount that they're owed, they're no longer going to be paid anymore. So yeah, that's what I was thinking as well, Toria, is that any remainder that we have, I will have them go towards the person with the most damages until they're completely paid. So, like, at this point, it'll be Bashful. Would be awarded the remainders first. And then so on and so forth until all the damages are paid.
Thank you, Your Honor. And are you willing to make this ruling now in this hearing, or did you want to wait and give Derpo a chance to defend himself?
I am still of the opinion that Derpo has not heeded the summons, the original summons, and we hadn't summoned Oil. It's my current understanding, and so
Oil.
I am of the opinion that I'm fine to rule on this now. I don't think that anything that he says is going to necessarily change my mind. He's not debating that it was his idea, and he's not debating that he did it. So to me, it makes the liability reasonable, and so.
Thank you, Your Honor. No further comments.
Does anyone else have anything else they'd like to comment on? Recycler can't. She's in class. Enjoy class. Awesome. In that case, I will go ahead and declare this as closed for the time being. Thank you guys for your time. Greatly appreciate it. If they ever get unbanned, you will have access to your diamonds. Until then,
Can we seize Derpo's diamonds now and distribute them?
where is Derpo's base? I will go seize them.
Madam Attorney General Toria has the diamonds from his ender chest, and his base is in Doggone Central.
Okay. Toria, do you want to ping me with how many diamonds you have, and I will try to go to Doggone Central? Just so that way I can keep track of how many we have.
I guess I'll go with you and show you where they're at.
Yeah. I'm heading to the nether portal right now, so.
Okay.
I guess let me put on my stuff. Oh, how did I get wool and 5 gas tiers?
I think someone was throwing them on your head.
Oh, okay. Plus what? Destroy the blockade. Oh, I will.
The gravel, yeah. Or give Toria the power to do that.
I don't even know how I'm going to get rid of it if it's spawn protection.
What do you mean? You're the admin.
Yeah, but the server doesn't recognize that I'm necessarily the admin. Oh yeah. Why did it not let you remove spawn protection? Yeah, we'll switch to a general chat.
Oh, okay.
Thank you guys. And we will end the stage. Hey.
Wow.
Wait, you didn't move Dana.
Huh?
Dana.
Oh.
Point.
I just ended the
AFK.
stage, so yeah, if she was AFK, she wouldn't have gotten moved.
This is my sister in crime.
Ah.
So I'm killing her king. I mean.
Someone else sleep. There's a bed at the entrance to the courthouse.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can.
Oh no, I took it.
Well, never mind then.
It's okay. I can make a bed.
You like the new security at the courthouse?
Some
Oh, please don't die. We don't need another wrongful death added to our spreadsheet.
Started choking.
In case you were wondering, we have now put a measure on how much a human life is actually worth. So.
Put your hands up.
My hands are. What did I do? What did I do? Please don't kidnap me. I'm a half-breed. Don't kidnap me.
Wait,
no.
Rat, where'd you go?
Where's the money at?
I'm
Mexican. Gunther in.
Oh, it's no worries.
Where's the money
I'm
at?
Mexican. Don't kidnap me. I'm
money at?
Mexican.
Where's the money at?
Well, I have food. Do you want food? And I have this.
It's a nondescript tree over here.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Aren't you broke?
I have nothing in my inventory if you're looking at the screen.
What the
I have nothing in my inventory. I'm completely broke.
So,
okay.
You robbed
diamonds
the
I know of are in this chest.
It's okay. I donate.
Captured.
Alright.
Oh.
He also had some netherite stuff
What?
in his ender chest, but I guess we're not seizing that.
Thank you.
No, it's not diamonds.
No,
It's better than diamonds. Should have seized that, but whatever.
It's okay.
He has like 26 scrap. Like, that's not fair, but whatever.
Not fair, not fair.
Oh god.
It's not.
Oh, what is this?
Jesus.
We have emergency exits now.
So it's that plus whatever diamonds Toria has.
Yeah. Toria, how
I
many
think it was
diamonds?
12 blocks.
You have 12 blocks of diamonds?
It's 12 or something. I'm not at my ender chest. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait, that's actually cool. I'm moving the. Wait, I'm clicking the screen and it's like moving. That's actually kind of.
Finally, closing on my condo tomorrow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
It's been such a, like, I had no idea the process was going to be 2 months long.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Ugh.
2 months is long, though. I feel like mine was just a month.
I think we pushed out the closing date because
Oh.
at the beginning I said I didn't care when we closed because I don't have to, like, I'm not ending a lease or anything, but
Mm-hmm.
then I was like, why don't we just, if me and the seller are both ready, why don't we just move it back to now?
Yeah. It's harder to move forward a date than it is to move back a date.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
But then I won't move in for at least 2 weeks because I have to wait for the guy to come and get the popcorn ceiling off.
Oh yeah.
I can't let you out.
But I get that done
because
beforehand.
it's his decision. Because he put you in there.
Can someone let me out of the holding cell?
No, she's not in a holding cell. She's not in a
I
holding
went
cell.
AFK because my grandpa came over and was talking to me. And I
You're
finished
my
talking to him,
grandpa.
come back, and I'm in a holding cell.
She's not in a holding cell. There's
Okay.
no one in there.
I
she's
can
not
come
in,
let you
she's
out.
fine.
Oh wait,
No, she's
Unless you
fine.
got it.
She's fine.
I
She's
have
fine.
my
No,
stuff on
she's
me.
fine. She's fine.
Okay.
No.
What?
Dana
Already
cell. First of all, no.
Yeah.
Can I like
Yeah, take
sue
it.
for
I
like
just got
harassment?
Oh my goodness, no more suing, please. The
I
court
want to sue
system
as well.
is way
I
overburdened.
want to sue for emotional damage.
What do you mean
wait.
emotional
Where'd you
damage?
go?
I'll be my own
Where
lawyer
did you
if
go?
I have to.
What? I've lost Dana. Dana, come back. Come here.
He's running
Come
away.
back. Come here.
Yeah, you can't escape
Come
this.
here.
I flee.
Okay.
Is it because I'm adopted?
Bro, don't even start with that.
Am I not?
I don't know what you want me to say here.
Rip.
Uh,
I know I was special.
is this what? Bro, don't start with me.
Victoria, where you at?
The dirt.
Oh,
Come to the
wait.
courthouse real quick.
Now
I just want to get this done.
I
but
do
okay.
too.
Why
think
is
she's
there
talking about
golden
the dirt.
rings on the
Oh.
ground?
Both.
Where's the gravel?
Oh, the case is done.
Oh, I see the gravel.
You know,
I want to take his netherite. That's what I want. But
yes,
whatever.
Danny.
where's your home?
Okay.
Kentenko?
Does feel kind of nasty that
Well,
he's gonna
well,
log back on and then
Mhm.
all his stuff is still there.
I know.
That's
it's not-
okay. He'll be paying us a lot.
If you want to give me those diamond blocks, I'm gonna pull up the sheet and make sure.
This is all his stuff in these two things,
Okay.
so you can take it. Look at all the stuff we're missing out on.
My gosh.
I know. I don't know why you didn't argue for that.
There's the diamonds.
Well, it would have been a lot to give a diamond value to everything.
No, it would not.
Whatever. Maybe it's better that he still has his gear so he can use them to get the diamonds. he
Yeah,
owes
that's
us.
my plan.
There's so much.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Dana owes me everything.
So
What are you going on about?
I'm gonna
fool?
start a suit against you, Sam, for not getting us good enough damages.
You were a plaintiff. You could have spoke up, but then you didn't.
Not dirt. I did speak up. I said I want his stuff.
Okay.
Oh, the judge ruled against you.
Yeah, but you.
Ooh.
There's not- I didn't get a chance to speak during the trial about that. I was never asked about that.
Aaron asked
She was
multiple times at the end, does anyone have any other comments?
She was too busy AFK.
busy
I
eating my
probably
sushi.
would have said something about it, but like I said, I had to go AFK.
No,
Yeah,
no.
and she kept leaving the
Well, that's
courtroom,
because
so-
I was going between like Discord and like Minecraft and everything because I was trying to make sure that we read everybody's messages too. And
Oh.
so like I was going between the two because if anyone like said something that like needed to be mentioned, usually like Rat would say something about it, but I was trying to do the same. And so then I'd look and then I went to go back and then I was like, where am I? And every time I came back, y'all had pushed me into some corner or up to like the judge's stand or in a holding cell.
No, we didn't do that.
To be fair,
I ain't even
No,
listening to
you
this
walked out.
anyways.
You walked out on your
I
own.
did not. Y'all literally shoved me.
I didn't shove you.
Okay.
It was the ghost.
So
Boy,
There's a
payout
ghost in the
time.
courtroom?
it is payout time.
Yes.
If you guys want to,
So, I think the
oh,
remainder is
hold on.
going to Bashful, right?
yeah.
All right, let me just add that to this thing here.
Right there.
Oh shoot, that doesn't work.
Yeah,
doesn't
I was
work.
gonna say after everything had happened, and he got up for work that morning after
we
all
go.
of it, he was so upset.
Really?
I mean, yeah, if like you had
Oh,
that
what the fuck?
that
I mean,
health
what the
issue, and
heck
then he's
was
had to
that?
skip work, like this caused real consequences.
Yeah, I was up almost all night
Okay.
because my blood sugar kept dropping, and I was like, dude.
Rat.
His sugar kept
Oh
dropping.
boy.
Yeah, my
Guys,
blood sugar. I'm a
it's payout
diabetic, and
time.
my
Dana.
emotions
There's your
affect
payout.
it.
Mm.
Oh, thank you.
Dana.
Please exit
So,
the judge's
in
quarters.
Like with how
Derpo-
stressed and
Derpo-
everything I was, my blood sugar kept like dropping.
Let's
So-
Look, Derpo kept
Guys,
saying that
Aaron's handing out
Bashful
the
was his
diamonds from
favorite too.
Derpo.
Yeah, will the next person please
Dana,
enter
where's
for their diamonds?
What's your nether portal?
You're gonna have
if
to call
you-
people out by name.
Okay.
If you
DatGeek,
go-
you know,
He's not here.
legal limit.
Wait, hold on.
Most are not here.
Okay, secret potato.
Oh, wait.
Defeat in his
The
voice.
lemon is here.
Lemon? Lemon?
Gosh.
Hi.
Hi, Lemon. Come here.
Can you?
Someone.
Hey. I just got out of class. Sorry.
Hi, Lemon. It's great to see you.
I don't know who's
Lemon-
talking to you too.
It's Trail.
Oh, hi, Trail.
Oh, that was loud. Anyways. Oh
That's
yeah,
loud.
my.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
It's
Just
error.
right of
Okay.
I found it. I got
Oh,
it.
well, I was gonna
Thank
say if you go and you look at the signs, they kind of tell you where to go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me get the payout sheet. See you guys. There we
Can you hand deliver mine? I don't want to go back to the courthouse.
go.
I
Yeah.
can bring it to you if you need to. Do you know how many you're getting?
Honor has
I can
already done
bring it.
enough.
I found
I've done
stars.
enough. I'm near spawn. I'm south of the
Stars.
pillagers.
Yeah, I'll bring them to you once I get everyone
What
else
do
I
out.
mean, you've done enough. What have you done?
Bro.
Stars.
Everything.
Stars. Come here.
What?
Oria, when she's a plaintiff in a suit and she doesn't have
Hold
to
on,
do
hold on,
anything.
hold on. I'm
I've
barging into
been
the
part of
judge's
like
quarters.
3 other
Hold on.
suits. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you're Attorney General.
Hey, Lucky.
I know.
I have two different
Dear.
horns. I have two different ones. I have Peel and Ponder.
I have Ponder as well. That's why I like ran it over
Lucky.
here because I have.
Here's your
Yes.
diamonds.
Let's go, diamond. Whoa, that was.
Diamonds.
Flying away.
That is.
Yeah.
Step away.
Nice work on the dirt so far.
I'll go in there.
Mm-hmm.
Q or error.
Hello.
There you go.
Cube's not here.
Oh, thank you. I feel very.
Yeah, Cube gets off work at like 5-ish.
That's fine.
But Bash will be getting on in
Error gets one
getting home in
diamond.
a little over half an hour.
I only was.
And he'll
I was
probably be able
only
to grab
damaged.
theirs.
I
Half the
only
people who
suffered
like
pain and suffering. So yeah.
Someone
yeah,
sleep.
well,
I think
half of the people
think it might
who
just have to
are
be, like,
suffering,
we
were
leave the
QBsons.
diamonds in mailbox or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
Secret Potato's not here. Slammer's not here. Bashful. Bashful, are you on?
He's not. He's getting off work in
Oh.
about half an hour.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dana,
Start.
Cycling?
Yes, he'll be able to what?
when you get off work, ask him if you want to play
You
Payday 3.
get a nice hug.
Cycly's not here
We
anymore.
don't have the money
Okay.
for him to get a game.
You don't got that, man.
You get a nice hug, Star. Like
Toria, I'll get
a
you your
very nice
diamonds.
hug.
Towel is not on.
No, most of the people are QBsons.
And Chillaxin? Chillaxin's not
Also
on.
a QBson.
Great.
All of us were online and in a VC before the court thing, and I was like, "Oh, y'all, it's court time," and then I was like, "Gotta go."
Let's see here.
Yeah, Dana.
And then
Everyone-
the events unfolded.
Everyone's simping after that literal child and
Don't
messed
fill
up.
that in.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
happened, and I
simping.
was like,
I'm
"Oh
not
yeah, he's
simping.
Aussie." I was
No,
like,
like,
accents
gonna
are
build
cool,"
an arena
and then they
here.
were like,
I know.
"Bro," and I was like, "Aren't they underage?"
It's
Yeah.
to not let the
Like,
village
he's
pillage a
17
17-year-old,
I
whatever.
literally said that. I said he was like
Oh.
16 or 17.
Yeah, I was the one who was like, "Aren't they underage?" Though?
Gravel is
That's
deleted.
why I'm like. That's why I wasn't simping because that's
Yay!
illegal.
How?
Yes, finally.
Killed
Yeah, I
it.
was like, "Bro."
So you just have the power.
I guess I just have the
Yeah.
power. I don't know.
Wow.
He's always had the power.
Well,
Am I
am I the only one
OP,
in the
like,
courthouse? I'm so lost.
operator in the
Oh,
server?
I
it
went
might be
into
because
the
I
judge's
just did the
chambers.
luck perks.
Most of the time, this is where
Oh,
I'm
okay.
at because this is like technically my spot. Oh,
Victoria, where are you? Are you?
South of the pillager outpost.
Oh.
I was putting
South of
my
the
diamonds
church.
in my e-chest.
Okay, I went the wrong way.
No.
Oop.
Oh shoot, I could lose these.
And
I
then
should put them away. I could lose them.
Lemon, you're still on, right?
Yeah.
Someone might come and kill me because I'm dirt poor.
He's just in
Yeah, I'm
voice.
Come
here.
kill me.
Oh, are you
He's not
just
in game.
What?
You're just in voice. Big sad.
What?
Yeah, because I won't be on probably for a while.
That's okay.
All right.
Oh, no.
You know what? I'll just go ahead and build a mailbox for every plaintiff, and you can
Sorry, don't
leave the
me.
stuff in
Don't
there.
leave it behind.
Yeah, and we can use core protect to
I was
make
going to
sure.
my
Good
kingdom.
running. I don't know where your kingdom is. I'm not good at reading.
That's what I said.
I'm Hispanic, so
I think
I'm white.
currently south.
Oh,
Danny, you're literally not even
yeah.
white though.
I'm white.
No, you're not. You're
You don't know
Vietnamese,
that.
bro.
You don't know that.
I literally do though.
I see you. I'm right here.
Okay.
no.
Behind you.
Oh, okay. Let me pull up. Your
Well, you know, at least,
diamond amount is
at
16.
least living the dock, I'm
Nice.
like closer to the
There is your
commune.
diamonds. You have
Thank
been
you.
paid.
Oh, couldn't be me. I am the
Oh,
opposite direction of docks.
I
Cleric.
also dumped a bunch of my dogs over there too.
Oh yeah.
We-
See,
we can, like-
I live that way.
I do have
Okay,
to
let's
hop
go,
off,
let's go, let's
but
go.
it was great being your
Wait,
judge.
hold on. Give me the diamonds, and I'll put them in the mailboxes.
Cube.
Where are the mailboxes?
We were just talking about your money.
I'm about to build them in front of the courthouse.
Okay.
So what does
Yeah.
yellow mean?
What was that?
Spreadsheet.
Yellow
The
gonna
health
is
be-
board?
unpaid.
I love that. That
Okay.
was like one of the first things I did as server
You
leader,
got-
and nobody knows about it. And it makes me sad.
Well, if I'm not on too much.
Me
I'm
neither.
out front of the courthouse, Aaron.
Did you not put torches under this cobblestone?
Okay.
I was gonna do that after.
Okay, because there's lots of things spawning.
Oh,
There you go.
your portal's
Yeah,
not. Your portal's not too far.
I'm just gonna
Thanks,
blow
Your
up
Honor.
some stuff,
Yeah.
okay?
Thank
Or,
you guys, and see you.